Order 91 will apply. If he's making it as a member, then Order 93 will apply. And 91.2 says, honorable members, please we need your attention. This is an important matter. Are you vexed or you are leaving the premises? You are leaving. Honorable member. Honorable members, Order 91.2 says a minister of state may make a statement of government policy, and the statement shall A, be limited to facts which are necessary to be made known to the House, and B, not contain matters that are likely to provoke debate. But if this statement by a member, because the statement has already been made by a member, what he will be allowed to do as a member is to comment on that statement. And that will be limited to what? Not exceeding 5 minutes. But if he's making the statement as a minister, it's not limited to the 5 minutes, but it will be limited by the A and B. But for comments, the same for members with regard to statement by minister or statement by a member. It's the same. In such a way, you make a statement in such a way that it doesn't provoke debate and it also does not exceed the 5 minutes on both occasions. So that's why I wanted to know, are you going to make the statement as a minister or as a member?
Mr. Speaker, he will make the statement as a minister.
Now, if he's going to make the statement as a minister of state, and that comes under Order 91, and it is on the same subject, I will then allow him to make that statement. Then we now continue with the comments by members. He may disclose some facts which may be necessary to be known by the House, and that will guide members in their comments. So the minister may do so now.
Right, Honorable Speaker. I come before this House, before you this afternoon, to inform the House of a tragic incident that occurred this morning.
Minister, just a minute. My attention has been drawn to the presence of some deaconess with us, and they have another commitment. And so let me just recognize their presence. Just a minute. He's pointing, drawing my attention to something. Yes.
Speaker, in the spirit of strictly going by the rules, Speaker, if you may, Order 91, already we have been told by the majority leader that the minister is coming under Order 91. And Speaker, if I may read Order 91, it says, the Speaker may make statement on any matter of interest to the House. Order 91.2. A minister of state may make a statement of government policy. Government policy. And the statement shall, and it goes on and on. Is it the case that our acting Minister for Defense,
Honorable Member, you are completely out of order.
just
Why? I read the same standing orders and I referred to the same issues. Drew his attention to that. Please, now you are repeating and asking questions. Why? Oh, it meant that, please, you know how this thing originated. Your leader was not at the conclave, but you were present. You came with the statement to me at the lobby, and because of the emergency involved, we decided to admit it so that you can make it today. You insisted to vary the order of the business. That was conceded to. And that is why the majority leader even raised the issue that even if we're taking the business according to how it's captured on the order paper, the minister would have been available at the time the statement would have been made. But we varied the order of the business and it was made earlier than questions. And so the minister was not available, and that the minister will be coming to make the statement. It is under this. But why I said you are out of order is that I have already done what you are doing. And I drew his attention before the majority leader got up to say, yes, he's coming to make a statement as a minister, not as a member of parliament. And so I permitted him to do so, guided by the standing order 91-2. Please, you are my very good friend. Sometimes you are caught up by the pressure from behind you.
I remain your very good friend. And
yes,
you have taught us in this house the need for all of us to aspire to learn. And I was asking question for clarity.
You are speaking to me,
yes,
not to him. And it's not time for questions and answers. And so that's why I say you are out of order. Please.
Speaker, I'm guided.
If these questions, we have to admit them. And the answers will have to come, depending on whether it's oral or written. The rules are clear on that. Then we can allow you to go on. Minister, please make your statement.
Right Honorable Speaker, I come before you today to inform the House of a tragic incident that occurred this morning at the Elwak Military Sports Facility during the ongoing recruitment exercise of the Ghana Armed Forces. So, Speaker, the Ghana Armed Forces announced recruitment and enlistment processes about a month ago. The Speaker, the application process closed last Friday, 7th November 2025. All potential applicants were duly notified to appear at their chosen regional recruitment centers for documentation verification today. Right Honorable Speaker, and this was for them to go through body selection. So, Speaker, this year's recruitment exercise is being conducted simultaneously across all regions. Indeed, it was a system designed to decentralize the process, reduce congestion, ensure transparency and fairness, as well as to ensure accessibility nationwide. Unfortunately, despite these measures, a stampede occurred at the Elwak facility in Accra. I regret to report that there were 34 persons who were direct casualties, some of whom are potential recruits, and others, Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, are not related to the enlistment at all. The Speaker, out of these 34 casualties, 6 persons have been confirmed dead. The Speaker, 5 are critical, and as we speak, they are the ICU. Right Honorable Speaker, 12 are fairly critical. Mr. Speaker, the rest are stable and under observation. Additionally, there is a reported case of one person hospitalized at the Kumasi Recruitment Center, though that incident is unrelated to the stampede in Accra. Mr. Speaker, in light of this development, the Ministry of Defense has halted the recruitment process in Accra until further notice. I wish to assure honorable members that in all other regions, the exercise is progressing smoothly and without incident. Right, Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Defense deeply mourns the loss of life and extend condolences to the affected families. We are working closely with the Ghana Armed Forces, medical teams, and law enforcement agencies to provide full support to the injured and to investigate the circumstances that led to this tragedy. Mr. Speaker, as a result, the Ghana Armed Forces has instituted an internal board of inquiry to investigate the causes of this unfortunate incident. Right, Honorable Speaker, the safety and dignity of applicants remains paramount, and the ministry will take every step necessary to prevent reoccurrence of this matter. Mr. Speaker, I so submit.
Honorable members, we will continue with the comments, and I had earlier on recognized him, so he will be the first to have.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, we'd like to express my sympathies to the bereaved families and also to the Ghana Armed Forces for such an event. Mr. Speaker, I believe that a lot of us have spoken on this matter, and I believe that it is time that our planning processes change for the recruitment of our young men into the national and the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time we've heard of stampedes for this recruitment, and this one is a turning point. Mr. Speaker, I believe that, like Honorable President said, it is time that we decentralize to the grassroots, all the way to the constituencies. Mr. Speaker, this business of registration, all anew, all the time, should also stop. I believe that when people get into the system and they are qualified, we should have a gradual process of recruiting them over time. There's no point, Mr. Speaker, putting over 10,000 people or 5,000 people at a point, at just one point. There's no point. We can do it over a week and do, say, 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time, 1,000 at a time. Because when you put so many people together, even the potential for disease transmission is also very high. So even though we are there to actually recruit people, we actually be transmitting diseases to other persons. And I believe that it is time that we go back to the drawing board, relook at the whole system, and make sure that the recruitment we are doing into the Ghana Armed Forces do not look or seem as if we are punishing our young people. I mean, why is it that people want to serve this Ghana Armed Forces or the police, whatever, are always put under pressure? They are young people. We should let them know that they have a duty to serve this country. And when they want to serve, we should not be punishing them. Mr. Speaker, this also goes further to the issue about decent jobs for our young people. If over 30,000 people are trying to get into the Ghana Armed Forces, which might have just about 4,000 or 3,000 spaces per year, then it shows that there's a critical need to address the issue of employment. Mr. Speaker, I've looked at the statistics before. If you take the number of young people that go to school and end up in government positions, it's just about 5%. So clearly, we should know that the plan A Ghanaians should be looking at all the time consistently should be about the private sector and entrepreneurship. Unfortunately, we tend to be educating our young people when they get to universities and start telling them that start looking to do something for yourself. I believe that it is time that we start doing that education right from primary school, so that by the time they get into secondary school, they've accustomed to the idea of doing something for themselves. Because the Ghana government cannot and can never employ everybody under the system. Mr. Speaker, I know that during the last election, the NDC, for instance, promised 24-hour economy, 1 job, 3 shifts, and 3 people.